Hello and welcome to the final episode of On the List for season 5. This year we did a lot of silly things, made some new jokes and some new friends along the way. Robert changed apartments. I've been plagued by car trouble, and Sean was, Sean. Anyways, we wanted to make a final episode with all of our favorite moments in it. From if it was a story, if it was a random thought, something that was overrated, a blank that needed to be filled, or something that we complained about. So without further ado, we give you On the List, best of season 5. All right, so let's get into it. And as always, we start with a story. Now, we have traveled to multiple places in the past year, but our favorite trip was to, of all places, Florida. This was an instant classic with Robert, and it shows just how stupid people can be while trying to get away with it. So, from the episode Box of Wonders, here it is, a story of a man committed to a robbery so much that he didn't wear a ski mask, but a cardboard box. Um, but first, we're going to start with me because Robert also has one. This week we are heading to a supermarket in Florida, and yes, it is another stupid criminal. Before you,
It's always
before
great
you
when it
even
starts with
ask,
Florida.
it always is. Claude Vincent Griffin Jr., because he doesn't have too many names already.
Oh, right.
Um,
And he's a
but,
junior?
and he's a junior.
Oh,
Has been arrested under suspicion of robbery in the same grocery store 3 times in one night.
wow. Trying to get that big work in.
Yeah. Now a normal apparel choice might have been like, I don't know, a mask, Not
Yeah.
this time, however. The first
No.
time, the first time he puts on a ski mask.
Okay.
The second and third, I have a picture of it, Robert.
Yeah.
I'll send it to you so that way
Can't
you can
wait.
get a reaction on that. Um, it was a cardboard box. And here's the picture.
It's not even like it's not even like it's not even
It's just set on top of his head.
Oh man, who let the priority mail in?
Uh,
Yo,
delivery.
not even on his fucking head. It's
my
just that.
my favorite thing. My favorite thing is not even the fact that he went there multiple times, was the fact that he didn't even try on the second and third.
Right, this is what I'm saying. He's not even on his head. No, no. Yo, he gave up. I feel like he like robbed the place, left, and then was like, "Oh shit, I forgot something," and then had to go back. But he already like threw out his disguise and everything because like that's what you're supposed to do. It's
I
like, oh
think
fuck.
I think my favorite part though was he reached so it was in a video. It was in a video on the same article. He reaches over to the back side of the counter, pulls open a drawer. I shit you not, this was in his testimony. Pulls open the drawer, takes out a pair of gloves. He goes, "Why did you take out the gloves?" He's like, "So there wouldn't be fingerprints." But you open the drawer.
Damn, it's already too late for that son. It's already too late. It's already too late.
So he has since been arrested on $23,500 bond, faces 10 felony charges: burglary, grand theft,
Felony dumbassery.
grand theft, criminal mischief, drug possession, and peaceful. I shit you not. This is what the article said: peacefully resisting arrest.
Peacefully resisting arrest. I mean,
Apparently,
yeah,
that's a felony.
probably like laid down or some shit.
Yeah, probably.
Fucking a box.
Maybe if I put this box on my head, maybe they'll think I'm male and just bring me in here. Even like it was one of those old file boxes.
Man's wanted to be Solid Snake so bad.
Oh.
Yo,
He's still going. He's still going. Ladies and gentlemen, I have officially broken Robert with a
it's the
guy with
box.
a box on his head.
It's like what did he think that people were gonna be like? Oh, it's just the mail. It's going out.
Not even the mail. Is that box floating?
Why is there a floating box?
I,
It's
I,
like the
I,
thing.
I think it would be even more funny if like the box was just covering his head, but he was wearing camouflage, so like it was only the box moving.
It's like the thing that like dogs do when like they'll like hide behind like a table leg or something, but just because they can't see you, they think that they're completely hidden,
Right?
but you can see them like sneak. Oh,
I
oh
can't
no!
see you, therefore you can't see me.
Oh shit! I forgot something. That's honest. That's okay. Yo, check this
All
though.
right, all right.
You know, the Titanic, right? And how it like sunk and everything.
Yeah.
So there were some really
It
rich people.
it got hit by it hit an iceberg and lost the game.
Yes. Oh, fuck you. Kill yourself. Anyways,
Deal.
no, no. So these rich people, right? They paid about like $250,000 to get onto this submarine that was going to go down to the Titanic to see it IRL. So these guys, they get into the submarine. I'm pretty sure that there was five of them. Now, I don't really have the article in front of me, and I don't know if it was like a confirmed article or not. But just reading it was really funny to me. So they get into the submarine. Now, this most of this is true. They actually did. There was rich people in the submarine, and they were going to see the Titanic. Now, I think the official story was that they like lost contact and are losing oxygen, but a news story surfaced that they had been rescued. Well, sort of. From what the article says, it says that when the driver. So first of all, this submarine is controlled by a little like video game controller.
It's
Okay,
a Logitech controller.
yeah, something like that. So they're
At least
going
that's what
down.
I saw. It was a Logitech controller.
Yeah, something kind
Yeah.
of like that. So the first guy, the guy who's driving, is like, okay, once we get to about 1,000 meters, I'll pass it off to you and you can drive. They're going down and they get to about 1,000 meters, and then that's when everything kind of blows up. The guy who, like the second guy, was like, all right, pass it off. The guy wouldn't do it. And he was like, hey, so like, if you're not going to give me a turn, don't tell me that you're going to give me a turn. We hit 1,000 meters. You said after 1,000 meters that you would pass it off. So pass it off. And the guy who was currently driving said, no, that's not what I said. I said that once we get to around 1,000 meters, that I will like consider handing it off. Now let
Consider.
me get to and he was like, now let me get to like a good spot, like a good stopping point, and then I'll, give you the controller. And then the third and the fourth guy started chiming in, and it just erupted into this fight. And then they started to kill each other over who drives the submarine. Okay. Then
Sit down, you're
also in
rocking
this
the
article,
boat.
right? Also in this article, the Coast Guard, okay,
Yeah.
they managed to rescue the submarine. Upon rescuing the submarine, they were like, "Yeah, there's nothing that we can really do in time because they were so far down and blah blah blah." But turns out that there was a fifth crew member
Mhm.
that when they were discovered and rescued, the fifth crew member was found sitting quietly in the corner of the cabin reading a book quietly by himself
That means that one killed
next
all
to the
four of
four
them.
dead crew members.
Which means that one killed all four of them.
Yes, exactly. He killed all four of them and drove the submarine for a tiny little bit.
Because it was past 1,000 meters.
Yes. No, actually, it's like it's past 2,500 meters, and now it's my turn.
Oh, okay.
So I can just imagine just like all four of them are dead, and the submarine slowly sinking, and he's just kind of waiting, like almost there, almost there. Ah, yes,
That's it.
it's time. It's time. The Coast Guard also said that the it was hard to get the controller out of the hands of the members because they were grabbing it so tight to not let the other ones get it. And then they also said that everything could have been avoided if they just sent down a second controller that maybe didn't even do anything to just let the other ones like think that they were doing shit.
So, oh, fuck, where is it? So this one, you could have sent down one of these.
Right, right.
I mean, like, this one's currently connected to my Xbox, but my Xbox isn't on, so it's not connected to anything. So I just use it as like a fidget toy kind of thing. So
Yeah.
I am controlling where Robert goes.
Hey, we're getting real close to that cliff there, Connor.
Rob, you need to and you hit it.
Rob, go away. I can't, Connor. You're controlling me. Rob,
He's making me wash my hands.
Connor, please, please. It's like the Punisher meme. No, 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 no. I love that meme so much. Oh man. No, 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 no.
Yeah.
Wait.
Let's just say when we tell you that we're gonna send Robert after you, it's me controlling Robert to
It's
tell
kind
you.
of controlling me. Yes. So when I show up, just be ready for anything because I can't do anything. I'm just gonna like. There's a good chance that I might just stand in front of your door for 10 minutes. Who knows?
Because I've lost connection.
Yeah.
Just come on. It just like starts pressing random buttons and you're just like right in front of their house.
911, what's your emergency? Hi, there's a crazy guy. He's just kind of just twitching. I don't know what to do. Boys, get on the ground. I can't.
I physically can't.
I can. Let me make a call. Calls you. Hey man, what's up? God, Connor, so the fucking God.
I'm just sitting there laughing. just I'm just sitting there laughing at you.
Connor, I'm about to get shot by the police. Put me on the ground. I swear to fucking God, Connor, please.
No, you know what? Run. but just all the commands are still coming at the same time, so you're like going like zigzag, but still like like it's a fucking Kermit hands. When he just
like the helicopter footage just like zooms in on me running. Like it looks like my whole body is like determined to get away from the police, but you can clearly see on my face. I'm like, stop! Help!
You know who I had put that machine in you? That one dentist from the 1 week.
It's a chip in my tooth, but I don't know which tooth.
All of them are fake now.
They're all chipped.
Yes. So they're all doing different things.
No, better yet, they're all chipped. So like if you like move the left stick forward just a little bit, each and all 32 of the receivers all go forward a little bit. So I just kind of like
Robert gets he doesn't drive. He gets everywhere in a fucking dead sprint. it's, it's like, oh, hold on, I need to go
I get there
7-Eleven
and I'm
real
just
quick.
comes back with like 2 bullet holes. I wasn't fast enough. I'm sorry.
I wasn't fast enough. All right.
All right.
All right. Let's move on. So we're gonna move on to random thoughts with Rob.
The fucking box.
Now it's my turn because this is my segment. This segment wasn't new this season, but it was created last season as out of a joke. Anyways, I usually get baked as fuck and then hit record. That's how we do it. Nothing special about it, really, other than what ends up happening in the episode and the segment. So here's my favorite random thought from the episode, when whichever episode that was. Yeah. Hello and welcome to Rob.
This is
where
Rob gets shit on.
I'm being bullied. I am being bullied.
Rob loves Captain Marvel.
No,
Yep.
I do not.
Brie Larson is his dream
That
woman.
is incorrect.
That's his
I
hall
will
pass.
Oh.
I will never
Do
live
not
up
listen to
the
these
standards of
lies.
Brie Larson.
These are lies. These are false truths.
Why
This is a
did you
cruel
have
joke.
to Marvel for Halloween?
You literally had that opportunity.
This is a cruel
Oh my
joke
God.
that has gone on for way too long.
So funny.
It's not funny. It's not that funny.
Hell, if you told me beforehand,
It's not
I would have
funny.
shown up with a wig for you.
Everyone.
He would lose his shit.
It's like, babe, where's your costume? What do you mean?
I don't like
What do
this
you
joke,
mean?
guys. Guys, this joke is old. It is stale. It is bad. It is a bad joke. There are better superheroes.
Do you want me to ask the viewers their opinion on?
Listen,
That's what I thought.
the best Marvel hero is arguably Black Panther.
It's obviously Captain Marvel in your eyes.
Here, let's go through the Black Panther story now, shall we? Okay. Tell me about the Black Panther story.
For a second. Well, you see. Black Panther technically starts in Civil War with the death of King T'Chaka. And that is when King T'Challa.
Don't be spoiling things.
It came out in like 2017.
Who cares? At least they spoil
For those people that
If you haven't
seen it,
Black Panther or Captain Marvel,
just skip ahead about 20 minutes.
Yeah. Anyways, so King T'Chaka dies, and King T'Challa takes up the mantle. Then we go to Black Panther.
How do you get to Black Panther?
How do you get to Black Panther? You go back on Disney Plus, scroll a couple over, and then you hit OK on Black Panther, and then you hit play.
Okay, but like, yeah, if you could just scroll over and get to Black Panther,
Why does it take so
you
long?
go to you just said it's just a few. You just scroll over a couple.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, if you go back in Disney Plus, it takes you back to the one that you were on, so you can just hit the scroll once and then you're on the
yes,
next one.
You could do that as well, but instead,
But that's
choose
too difficult.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
So now, Rob, what happens in Captain Marvel? Panic attack.
For the rest of Black Panther, because you guys didn't let me fucking finish. It starts off with Killmonger busting into a museum and taking some vibranium. And then T'Challa, it goes to T'Challa going to pick up what's her face? It's like Nicoye, some shit like that. It's close like that. No, I'm thinking of Okoye. That's
Yeah, you are.
the general.
That's the general.
The other one is Nabila. No,
that's Nebula.
no, there is a Nabila.
You don't like this movie.
You didn't pay attention enough.
She's not that important.
Gosh.
So then they pick her up and they go to his dad's funeral, and then he officially gets the right of the king through trial by combat, and then he wins by beating the mountain monkeys. You can't lie, that's exactly who they are, Connor. They're the mountain monkeys. So he beats the leader of the mountain monkeys. And then the bad guy goes to sell some diamonds, and T'Challa intercepts it because Claw is a war criminal, and he needs to be tried by Wakanda. And they almost get him, but he escapes. And then they do get him, but then they don't. And then
Hold up.
the bad guy kills him.
Hold up.
And then
Hold
they
up.
go
You need
to
stop
Wakanda.
right now, Rob.
And then
Rob. I just
Captain
looked
Marvel's
up,
on set.
no. I just looked up Brie Larson movies, and like 5 of these are some of your favorite fucking movies. So what's going
Like
on?
what?
here?
Like
Just
fucking what?
Fucking admit
Like
it.
fucking
Just
what?
admit
Like
it.
what? Okay.
Captain Marvel.
Not my favorite movie. Bad movie. Mid as fuck.
Okay, you don't really like this movie, but you've seen it and know enough about it that Room.
Okay, fuck that entire movie. Fuck Room. Fuck that little boy Jack. He needs to get kicked in the throat.
Okay, Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious.
Mm-hmm.
That's just Robert when he's driving down the street.
Wait. What fucking movie was she in?
She was in 2 of them. One of them was the last one that we just watched. I'm not kidding. She was in it. I'm not playing.
Okay.
You.
I just don't remember her being in it.
Well, she is. I
I
think you would
guess.
remember because you.
I would not remember. No.
Because you pick her out.
You said that you've seen 13 going on 30 quite a few times, so
No, I've seen it like twice.
you're lying.
No.
You're lying right now to
I'm
the viewers.
literally not lying.
Yeah,
I've
you
seen
are.
it like twice.
You were dead asleep, and I had 13 going on 30, the first scene on, and you go, "Is that 13 going on 30?" without even opening your eyes, bro. So stop.
Dude's lying.
You know that movie. Without even opening your eyes, you go, "Is that 13 going on 30?" And I'm like, "You've seen this before?" And you're like, "Yeah."
Yeah, it's his favorite movie.
Not to mention like a bunch of the other Avengers movies. So
I'm gonna guys.
Let's see.
I need help, guys. What do you
Captain
Infinity War,
Marvel.
What do I even
Infinity
do?
War, Endgame.
Endgame, the King.
What do you
Dynasty.
do
I don't know
when
what that is.
No.
people don't stop?
That's
What do
not
you
a movie.
do? Like,
Uh,
how do you get people to listen to you?
You don't.
It's been like this.
Let's see what else.
I can't have favorites. I can't stand up for myself. Everything I say
You
is
didn't
wrong.
say it was a favorite. You're denying that it's a favorite, which is why we're making fun of you.
Marvels.
You're denying it. When I
It's
ask
not
you-
one of my
when I
favorites.
ask you why you watch it a billion times, you say you're too lazy to press a button with your thumb, 1 or 2 or none more, to watch anything else. You're too lazy to watch anything else, so you watch that movie. When instead you could just say, "I like the movie, babe."
I do
I
not
like
like
That's
that
all you have to
movie.
say.
And we make fun of you, but it's funny that you said that out of laziness is the reason that you've watched that movie so many times.
Yes.
When there are so many other great movies in that timeline that you could scroll 1 or 2 or literally not scroll at all and watch the very first Captain America, which is at least better. Like, you don't even have to scroll. You could just open Disney Plus and there it is, Captain America. You can just watch that a billion times.
Oh, but you have to scroll down for that, though.
No, you don't have to scroll anyways. On our Disney Plus, it
On
takes you
yours?
right to the Marvel time. You don't even have
Does
to
it?
do nothing. You literally just press select.
Robert's just lost the game.
I'm sorry, but it's fun.
I'm about to lose my fucking life. That's what's about to happen.
Great. I'll start writing the eulogy. I'll have Captain Marvel stickers for everybody.
I don't know if you've seen Green Lantern, but she's
Not see Green Lantern.
I haven't either. And the Marvels, of course, which you're probably binging behind my back. I'm sorry, that's the end of that. I just thought it was funny. I had to look up the movie she was in just to see if there was any other correlation.
He's done. He's
And like the rant you went on about Room too is so funny because she's the one
Yeah.
in there, you know.
I think he's out of random thoughts.
So, do you hate watch it or like what is it? Like, do you got like some weird like?
I read the book Room, and I developed an extreme hate for it. And I
then
heard
you watched the movie.
no, I didn't even know that there was a movie until it'd been out for like 5 years already. And then I was like, oh, I don't plan on watching this movie. And then back when my old friend group was still doing movie nights, that was the voted movie. So I kind of had no choice. You know what I mean?
And you memorized the entire
What?
thing.
Where are you pulling that?
You know every little part of that movie.
Do I?
Yeah, we were talking about. Look at your
Do
face.
I know every
can
little
tell
part
you're
of that
lying
movie?
Because of your little face right now, your little lion ass face.
I
I'm done. I'm done.
Random thoughts with
Yeah, that
Rob.
was random thoughts with Rob. Rob wants to kill himself, so he might be back. He might not, but we do know that on the Rob is now not happening.
Oh wait, I'm sorry.
Now, this was a segment that was brand new this season, and personally, it became one of my favorites. How I would make this, you may ask? Well, it's very easy. I would literally stare off into space, think about something that nobody would think of, write it down, and have Robert and Magdalena decide if it was overrated or underrated. And half the time, it was just nonsense. But the ones that were like my real life issues or stories that someone else told me or sometimes made them into the segment as well. So anyways, here are my favorite things that we have decided on. Overrated or underrated? Listening to your neighbors during a fight.
Underrated.
No, I'm gonna also say underrated because it's usually they're fighting over something stupid. Like it's
It's usually some shit you're like so interested in. You watch your fucking.
Wait, really?
What? Yeah, I've heard that fight happen.
Because they lost their glasses?
Your neighbors specifically.
Yo, like I know like my neighbors, but like there's no because like I don't think I've ever
Nobody's not her glasses.
overrated or underrated. The compass on a dashboard.
There's compasses on dashboard.
I don't have a
Okay, so that's
compass.
overrated for her.
Do I? I think I have a compass.
You probably do, and you don't know that you actually do. So you're overrated as
Probably.
well.
Let me just figure out if I have a compass.
Do I have a compass? Mine's a 2003. I might have
I do
one.
not have a compass.
Probably not.
Why the fuck would yours have a compass?
Mine's a 2018.
Okay, we use a whole fucking
My dad's 2018 maybe. I think he had one in his Saturn Aura. His '08 Aura had a compass in the rear view mirror.
Yeah, mine
Oh,
is
yeah.
mine is a digital in the mirror.
I've seen those in the mirror, yeah, but I've
Those
never
are underrated though. I like those. I want one of them.
You want to know when you're going west?
Yes. Exactly.
Underrated. All right. Overrated or underrated? A reverse exorcism.
Huh. So a possession?
Yes.
A forced possession? You know, I'm gonna say underrated. That the concept of that sounds funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Get in that circle, bitch.
Imagine forcing it. You know what? That's how we're gonna make people wash their hands. We're gonna
Yes.
make them sit in a circle, and then possess them to wash their hands. That's how we're gonna do this.
Now that's some early stage forced possession. I'm talking some like spy outside your window, like peek up through the corner, go like ah shut my ass,
Wait,
and just like possess you.
let me.
So, overrated or underrated? Self checkouts.
Underrated. Steal that shit.
No, that was the thing that I saw that I'm gonna say they're underrated also. Because I'm the person that will like go into a store for like maybe 2 things in and out in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's the fuckers that
It might be a little cramped, but I was like out of frame.
oh, okay. It's the fuckers that get like 80 fucking things and then take it through the
Oh
like,
yeah,
stretch
fuck
20.
those guys.
And then they're like fucking janging their entire cart to make sure it all fits back.
See, in my hometown, our local grocery store, the only one that we had, they close the self checkout for the first half of the day, so you have to go through like the lines. You know what I mean? And that's just it sucks. It sucks, man, because they're always packed with old people that don't know shit. And they're always like counting their little change.
You ever get someone that writes a check at one of those?
Oh, I would
Not
never
the check writers.
That's insane. That's crazy. That's
Yeah,
my
because
grandma, my
no,
grandma.
because listen,
Yeah.
if they're writing a check at the self checkout, they don't pay at the self checkout. They keep their stuff there for like an extra like 30 seconds. But like go talk to the attendant and give them the check and cash out there and everything.
Well, let's rephrase that entire thing, right? So they have no credit card. They have no money.
No money.
They have no money. The first challenge for them is finding their glasses.
Yep.
Sure.
So now they found their glasses after asking someone else, and they were right around the the funny part is this story is so descriptive because it happened to me before. Overrated or underrated? Filling a water cup with soda.
Underrated.
Yeah, it's underrated. That's
I mean, the drink is only $1, but like,
Overrated. Stop stealing soda, you fucking broke bitches.
not about. It's about the
her
thrill.
opinion doesn't matter.
It's about.
Listen, I mean, like, yeah, but also no. Like, I don't know.
You saw it happen here live, folks.
From someone who's worked at a McDonald's, there are a lot of fucking nasty ass kids that come in and just like be drinking your sody pop all day. And it's like, why you gotta do that, man? Drink the
Your
water.
sody
I
pop?
gave you told me you were getting water. Don't lie to my face like that. You know, just like tell me, fuck you, bitch, I'm getting popped and walk away. I respect that.
I respect that.
I respect it.
But like, hey miss, I just rode my bike for 3 hours. I'm really parched. Can I have some water? And then just Sprite. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Honestly, I just walk up and be like, "Let me get a water cup," and I look them dead in their eyes, and like they know I'm going to get soda. They know.
Mhm.
It's like, "Let me get a water cup," and if
I would-
if you say something about it, then you're a narc.
I would get the cup.
Yeah, don't be
I
a
would-
narc.
I would get the cup, take it over to the fountain, and then just stare at them while I fill it. All right, overrated or underrated? Buying a muscle car that isn't a V8.
That isn't a V8.
That is not a V8.
So are you implying that it's lower than a V8?
I'm implying that it's at least a V6.
But not a V12.
No.
Overrated. Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
The only reason that I could think that someone would do this was I want the noise, and that's about it. And even though
I
the
want
noise
the
is
noise.
pathetic, even though
Right,
the
at
noise
that
is
point,
pathetic,
just change your muffler in your regular car. if
Are
you
you
want
just
the
like-
noise.
just cut off
really
your
old,
muffler
dude.
like everybody
Right.
else. It's overrated. Overrated or underrated? YouTube with food.
With food, like, do you mean like YouTube videos of food or eating food while watching YouTube?
Eating food while watching YouTube.
Okay, I'm gonna say underrated. I did that a lot in high school when I was going to high school.
I did that a lot in high school when I was going to high school.
But nah, like every morning I just watch some Vine compilations or some Caleb City, and I'd eat some cereal.
Overrated or underrated? Falling off a boat.
What? It's, I mean, I kind of have a fear of that, so like extremely overrated.
Okay. I think it's overrated because the people that usually fall off the boat cannot swim.
Oh, I can swim. I just don't want to fall off a boat because I don't like getting wet.
Can I do the rest of my explanation?
Now you can.
Thank you. If you are the one that falls off the boat, it is likely that you cannot swim because you are panicking. However, watching someone else fall off the boat underrated. Especially
when you push them.
or it's your friend.
You ever notice how often people don't use an ashtray, but they use anything else for an ashtray except for an ashtray?
Rob, what are you using for an ashtray?
A McDonald's lid.
I love how you pose that question, and then the immediate throwback is, "What are you using for an ashtray?" McDonald's lid,
McDonald's lid.
because the Burger King ones don't hold up that well.
Facts. It does. Burger King would be made out of like paper or some shit for real.
Is that what you roll all your blunts with? Is Burger King lids?
Yeah. Yeah. Rolling of blunts with a Burger King drink lid.
It is. Anyway, overrated or underrated? Store-made dessert.
Like,
Overrated.
That shit sucks. That's overrated.
Overrated. You remember those like cookie cakes people would bring to fucking school? Like get
that were
out-
stale as fuck.
Overrated. Overrated, yeah.
Yeah.
That's shit. Yeah.
Or like cupcakes with like inedible frosting. Yeah. No. Make that shit.
You know what I
Make
really
that
want?
shit at your
I
house.
want some waffle cookies now. I want some
You know what?
cookies.
No, just
I'm gonna go buy a box tomorrow.
fuck the inedible frosting for the store. Make it inedible at your house.
Right?
This one is a two-part one. This one is a two-part one. Overrated or underrated? Metal water bottles.
Overrated or underrated metal water bottles? I would say underrated because they keep your shit cold.
I'm gonna say underrated as well, because I have like 10 of them, and they all are perfect for what I need them to. Hell, I've got one right here.
He pulls one up.
Overrated or underrated? The risky text.
Oh, overrated or underrated? The risky text.
Underrated. Send that shit.
Connor, I think she was speaking to you on that one. I
Uh,
would also say underrated. Send that shit. Send it. Send it.
No.
And then you deal with the fallout later. Send it.
That's why it's called the risky
Send
text.
it.
That's why it's called the risky
No,
text.
you just do it. You just do
but
it.
not if it's like a picture of your job.
Yeah.
Nobody
don't do
wants
the dick
that.
pics. Nobody wants an unsolicited dick pic. Nobody
No.
wants that.
Overrated or underrated? Rolling dice for financial decisions.
Underrated.
Underrated? Okay. You ever do that, Rob?
No, but I
No?
should.
But you should. Yeah. He's gonna have his meeting with his new apartment. With the person with the new apartment, just be like, all right, so it's this much for this much for this, so it's like a grand total of this. Just in the background, just a D20. Just fuck that one.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, can't do it. Gotta go.
Overrated or underrated? A story that starts with "When I was your age."
Overrated. A story that starts with "when I was your age."
Overrated.
Underrated. Bring that shit back.
No.
Why?
No, stop telling me when I was your age, because that's how they say it. You know what I mean? It's never like, well, when I was your age. You know what I mean? Like when it's like that, I'm like, all right, tell me what you're about to. But it's always when I was your age. Shut the fuck up. You're about to say some head ass shit. Now, fill in the blank this season was kind of interesting, mainly because there were 4 different versions of it, from Cards Against Humanity to Disturbed, as well as a monthly draft and a whole new edition of Craigslist. But considering that Craigslist was a brand new edition as of about 2 months ago, we are not including it in our best of. So that means we are going to be including both moments from Cards Against Humanity and Disturbed. So here's an entire segment of all 3 of us being terrible people.
The secret to a lasting marriage is communication, and blank.
Communication.
I'm gonna go with an actual Cards Against Humanity answer. Is the secret to a lasting marriage is communication, and poorly timed Holocaust jokes.
Yes. Perfect.
In its new terrorist nope. Okay, we're gonna redo that one.
You terrorist, huh?
I was gonna say dyslexic, okay? In its new tourism campaign, Detroit proudly proclaims that it has finally eliminated terrorism.
I'm just imagining it flipped.
No, because in its new terrorism campaign, Detroit proudly proclaims that it's finally eliminated tourism. In this paper, I will explore blank from a feminist perspective.
Ugh. Abortion.
Driving.
We have very different answers.
You have very different answers, but both of them are good.
I like masturbating. A, all the time. B, publicly. Or C, with power tools.
With power tools!
With power tools! Yes! When I get drunk and try to dance, it resembles A, white people that think they're black. B, twitching and convulsing. Or C, Miley Cyrus.
A.
Yeah, mine is A. Favorite tactic to impress someone is to A, show some nipple. B, buy their love. Or C, pretend I am someone else. B.
So here's the thing with this.
How do you do C?
I do all three,
Oh
actually.
my god.
And you see where that's gotten me, Robert?
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere. So I'm taking all of them.
For me, the biggest turn off is A, a thick unibrow, B, bushy pubes, or C, intelligence.
A.
I'm gonna have to go A, yeah.
Now, this segment gets a little unusual at times because we complain about things that you would either do or don't understand. Anyways, there's one thing that everyone does understand, and it's just how terrible Walmart really is. So, for your final treat of the year, here is a special bitch that Robert and I made earlier earlier in the season that never made it into an episode. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to complain about some bullshit because we are going to be bitching about Walmart. Okay. All right. So, you've made it to the final segment, which means it's everyone's favorite time. It's time to bitch.
Time to bitch.
It's time to. Now,
Time to burr.
anyways, so this week we have done this topic multiple times before with multiple different versions, with multiple different people. But it's time to bitch about Walmart.
Ugh.
Now,
Bring back 24-hour shopping, you fuckers. It's been 3 years, okay? We get it. And I bet you that if you open that up, you'd make more money. Isn't that what you're worried about? Making more money?
crazy idea. Either hire more people or put in more self-checkouts.
Yeah. Or open up more cashier lanes. Because why'd you even build them in the first place if they're all going to be closed, you know?
I like to think that there's like, you know how there's like the square one, like that's like the I mean like there's like the square that's got like maybe like 10 registers in it, but they're all self-checkout. And then there's like 30 lanes next to it. Right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Now that you know what I'm talking about. I love how the only lane that's open is the one that's right in the fucking middle.
Yep. Or directly next to the self-checkout, so you
Oh,
can't
yeah.
tell which line you're in.
And both lines converge at the same point.
Yes.
How do you feel? How do you feel about those lanes that are also self-checkout?
What do you mean?
Have you not um have you not been to those like that so like they're like self-checkout, but they're just like remodeled lanes. You haven't
I
been to
can't
one of
say that
those?
I've seen that.
No. They are funny as fuck. They are no, because
You know something? And it's not really like Walmart-ish, but let me tell you something. There is a store that got self-checkout right. And do you want to know what store that is?
I'd love to hear it.
The Home Depot.
Yeah.
They got it right. You go up to your thing, right? You can scan it. No, there's no scan, right? There's no like you bring it up to the thing and like drag it off on to scan it, right?
Mhm.
They have a gun. You scan
You
gun
pew pew
everything.
that shit.
Yes, you scan gun everything. You don't gotta like muscle it out the cart and slap it on the thing and find the barcode. No, you just hey.
Here's why I want to go back to Walmart because I think this point makes that even more funny. Okay? It's those lanes, with the self-checkout that have the like the conveyor belt on them. Why?
Well, sometimes you need a conveyor belt.
How much shit you got in the self-checkout?
Dude, I'd be doing everything self-checkout.
No,
Everything,
I mean
dude.
like so do I. I'll only take like a few things through there though. But like if I'm going through the self-checkout or whatever, it depends on the store, honestly. But like because
Nah, if I can self-checkout, I'm gonna do it. Unless it like top self-checkout,
ass.
that's annoying. That's really annoying because they haven't updated their self-checkout shit in so fucking long. So if you breathe on the scale wrong, it's gonna be like, please remove item from bagging area. Remove unidentified item from bagging area. You look at it weird. Please remove unidentified item from bagging area.
Please, no. Did you ever see the Family Guy thing of Chris going through the self-checkout?
I have not.
Oh my God, I'll show you that at some point. But it's basically like it's kind of like that it's the self-checkout robot or operating system or whatever is trying to get him to do shit.
So
He goes, please scan your item. Beep. Please put your item in the bagging area. Please take a bag from the bagging area. Picks up a bag. Please put a bag over your head and tie. Hyperventilates, falls over. He goes, no, the self checkout next week. He goes, whoa, dude, that's hardcore, bro. You're hardcore. Ha ha
you're
ha ha
hardcore.
ha ha.
Nah, but self-checkouts really need to like get some better type of shit going on. You know what I mean? Like, especially tops, update your shit. What's going on, y'all? Like,
So I
for
used
real.
to, I Instacart occasionally. I haven't done it in a while, but I still do it.
You said, what are you talking about now?
Instacart.
Ah,
And you'd get like 80 things. You'd have to fit 80 things onto a way, like a scale
mhm.
for like to make sure like it's the appropriate weight for what it is. When in the fucking bagging station, you are Tetrising that shit the entire time. Like
I
the one
still
no
have
the one
I still
attendant
claim my title from Omaha. I
the
still claim
one
all of my titles from Omaha, actually.
the one attendant, it was at the Niagara Falls one, like near Walgreens, um, was still impressed with me that I fit 102 items on that scale. And then got the right number of bags on the first try.
Well, there you go.
I am very spatial. Just chucks this over in the corner. Just just
Yeah,
literally
no.
just fucking throws this away. like just onto that table that's right over there. I'm very spatial.
Back to Walmart though. Let me say
Yes.
this. Um, how come you like pay your workers to like fraternize?
I can do you one better. How the fuck are you paying your workers and they just stand around being fucking, excuse my language, retarded?
Yeah, like literally, like okay, seriously though, if I ask you, hey, where's this? And you say some shit like, oh, that's not my department. Like, okay, well, I'm looking
How
for
about
this,
how about
so find me somebody that is that department.
no, I sometimes will do that. Like I don't like checking people. Like you know what I mean? It's like do you know where shit is or whatever.
Mhm.
But like if I'm like genuinely lost because I think it should be so it's like all the if I think something should be somewhere and it's not, I'm confused why it's not.
Yeah, no, like that's my thing. Like if I'm looking, like I only ask somebody if it's like I haven't found it. Like if I'm looking for like a specific towel or some shit and I can't find them in the bath section, I go to the home section, there's nothing. I'm gonna ask them, I'm gonna be like, yo, where are these towels at? And if
So
you say some shit like this in my department, but you're literally like an aisle over, I'm gonna punch you in your stupid ass throat
so
because why? Why?
Sean and I, our sideline reporter
Hmm.
for this season, Sean and I used to play this game. You weren't here for this, but we used to play this game called Guess Where It Is.
Ooh,
Okay, and this was mostly Aldi
hit me with a
because
quick round. That sounds fun.
okay, I'm gonna do Aldi because that's the topic that I'm on right now. Okay,
All right.
I'm just think it. Have you
I've
shopped at
never
Aldi?
been to an Aldi.
Oh, okay. So this
Like
is gonna
one
be
time and it was like empty.
this is gonna be very funny for you because I've been
Okay.
in multiple in the area, and I'm just gonna give you something, and I want you to give me any idea of where it could possibly be.
All right.
Get like, and we can even narrow it down to like if like I say like sugar, you could just say baking, not like
Yeah,
it
okay.
needs to be in this aisle, like that. Okay.
Right, just like simple stuff.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna I'm gonna go off the example of the Aldi that's in Niagara Falls, just off the highway.
Okay.
Okay, because this one is the one that's the most confusing to me of where shit is supposed to be and it's not. Okay,
Hmm.
I'm gonna have way too much fun with this. Okay, pie crust.
Baking.
No.
Items.
Uh, where was that? You cut out a second.
Packaged items like box stuff.
You're getting closer, but no. Where do you normally put like boxed items?
In the shelf in the cupboard.
Close enough. Pantry.
What?
I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna give you one now that completely stumped Sean. Okay.
Okay.
Um, frozen pizza.
No. Okay. Oh God.
Now,
Come on.
I'm gonna tell you something right now, and for the people that are listening, just because I said frozen pizza, I'm not trying to say like, oh, I found a frozen pizza in the middle of the fucking baking aisle. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying this is where they actually keep them because that's just how it is. I'm not saying like, oh, this person just
It's
took it
not the
out and put it
frozen
on a
aisle, is
shelf.
it?
It's not.
Is it one of those like center display cases?
Um, no. Here's the funny part about the frozen pizza section. It says frozen pizza.
Yeah.
There's no frozen pizza. At least not where it says frozen pizza. Would you like the
It's
answer?
like an aisle down
No.
across the store.
Across the store, it's in produce. I might stump you on this one.
Frozen pizza and produce. Like the whole section, somebody just put them over there because they didn't want them anymore.
All right, I got two more for you. Yeah, two more for you. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna save the last one for my personal favorite because I thought that one was so completely backwards.
Right.
Okay? All right. So the one that I'm gonna do before it, it's a little bit of a trick. Just, I mean, a little bit. But at the time that I was shopping, it was getting close to fall. Okay? Pumpkin spice K-cups.
Also produce.
No. This one was actually on a shelf.
In the baking aisle.
No.
The snack aisle.
Okay. So I said this one might be a trick. Okay? Where would you normally find K-cups?
All right, before you tell me, normally you'd find them with like the rest of the coffee stuff because like
Right.
coffee's its own thing now.
Right.
But I'm assuming you'd probably find it in like the beverage aisle.
I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you. It was in the beverage aisle, but it was on like one of those pallets next to the coffee, and it was labeled water.
Water. Water.
I was tempted to because I've done this to Milo before of putting tape on it and then writing something, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was tempted to put tape on the sign and just be like white bitch water.
White bitch water. Right, honestly.
All right, this one is my absolute favorite one. Okay. Now,
Mhm.
chips and salsa are technically a what kind of cuisine?
Mexican
Mexican?
or
Okay.
Hispanic.
Or at least on the sign it says Mexican at
Actually,
Aldi.
Hold on. I got this.
We're doing research.
What is nationality origin?
Yeah. Whole ass research. A show that
Cuba.
cares.
Salsa. Oh,
Central
no, that's
America.
the salsa food, not the dance. Salsa is traced back to the times of Aztec, Incas, and Mayans.
Central America.
Blah 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 blah. However, the official discovery to the rest of the world did not occur after the Spaniards conquered Mexico in the 1500s. So we'll call it Mexican.
Great. Okay. All right. We'll call it Mexican. Chips and salsa, where do you think?
In the Mexican aisle.
No.
Oh boy.
You're starting off strong in this one.
Snacks.
No.
Jesus. All right. Chips.
Chips.
Okay, start
Now
with chips.
I'm talking like regular like tortilla chips. Like I'm
Like
looking at tortilla.
Tostitos?
Yeah. Like that in salsa.
Baking.
No. This one is easily my favorite one. This stumped Sean multiple times.
Dry food.
No.
Wet food?
Salsa can be wet. No.
Yeah, salsa is wet. What do you mean?
Also, no.
Beer. It's in the beer aisle.
I don't think
Alright,
even Aldi sells beer.
Where's this
Where is it?
salsa at?
These chips and salsa were on the same shelf as travel shampoo.
Huh?
So here's my first thought. Was I am so depressed that I need to shower with some chips and salsa.
I'm thinking like they put it over there because like you have to travel to Mexico to get salsa.
All right, I'm ready to go back to Walmart. Are you ready to go back to Walmart? Because I've got
Yeah,
some
fuck
more to
Walmart.
I've got some more to complain about Walmart. Where we
You
live.
know what? I wish that you could still like take out a ripstick and ride them around Walmart like you used to.
Here's my complaint about Walmart. Now there are 3 Walmarts where we live.
Hmm.
In our general area. Why do all 3 of them have different shit?
Who knows, man? It's Walmart, man.
Like, why do I have to go to a specific Walmart to get something? Why? And then go through the horribly attended checkout to show my receipt to somebody. Like they didn't just watch me pay
fuck
for
that.
that.
If you think that you're gonna try to show your receipt and get me to show my receipt, fuck you. You ain't seeing shit.
So here's my favorite thing about receipt checkers is that they stand at the door, right? Where's the self-checkout?
At the end.
Right at the in front of the fucking door.
Right.
Why do I need to show you my fucking receipt? You just watched me pay for it.
Exactly.
I mean, like, I kind of get it, but like, I'm sorry. Nobody takes you seriously. Like, the fuck you even are.
Right. Like receipt checkers are like they think that they have all the power. And it's like, I don't think you do.
Like, what are you gonna stop me from? So there's this one
When the
that's
5'3" receipt checker at Walmart tries to stop me.
when the 5'3" receipt checker is trying to stop someone that's twice their size.
Push down. Nah.
I got milk. That's all I got. Bye.
Hey, you really want to check this receipt? You're gonna run these hands after. If you find out that I
No,
didn't
just
steal anything, you're gonna run these hands.
pull the receipt out. I got this. Ready? I need you to I need to check your receipt.
Yeah, no, thank you. I got everything I need.
No, I mean you do this to me. It's a physical thing.
Oh, oh, uh, well, you're gonna have to run these hands if you check this receipt. Well, you said it's a physical thing. I'm inciting a physical interaction. What the fuck do you want from me? Just
No,
punch you in the
you
face?
ask me for the fucking receipt.
Oh, give me your receipt. How?
Pulls receipt out of pocket, crumples it up into fist.
Hit him. Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
Here's my fucking receipt and just drop it.
No, do you know what I would do? Just give him the receipt and keep walking. Yeah, sure.
Like, can I see your receipt? Yeah, sure. Just walks out. I'm not returning shit.
Right.
I'm here for
Like, I have
one
no
year.
intention of returning anything that I bought today.
Other than like fucking cans or whatever. That's about it. That's the only thing I'm returning here.
I'm gonna be like, listen, you can walk out to me with my car and check as I'm walking, but I'm not stopping. That's on you.
There was an old Impractical Jokers bit that they used to do that they would play as a as a security guard, and they would be like they'd be trying to like tempt customers and stuff like that to like see if they're stealing or whatever. And the one guy comes up and is like just trying to like look over his shoulder. And the guy turns around and is like, "Are you trying to kiss my ass or something like that?" just just turns around and walks away. Just couldn't do it.
I see. I love Impractical Jokers. I'm kind of sad to see what the show's gonna become. I kind of want to see where it goes, but like I also don't.
I think I'm gonna give it one more season and then I'm gonna be done.
Because like, aren't all the guys not doing it anymore? They just like tell them what to do.
So basically now that like Joe's gone, it's just like it's like the same it's like the same thing, but they just have a guest on instead of him. And it's just like
Not as funny.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
because the stuff that was all like the inside jokes made it really funny. Uh I still think my favorite game that they ever did was the trying to read the names without laughing. Or whatever it was like yeah, it was something like that. He gets Brian is sitting in the fucking waiting room just losing his shit and he goes, Aunt Tim.
Aunt Tim. Oh man.
Uh,
Walmart really
or
needs to step their game up though. Bring back 24-hour shopping. Get rid of your receipt checkers. Hire more people. Come on.
have shit that doesn't break as easily. Uh if I buy it and I put it in my car, why is it broken when I get home?
Right. Or if you don't want to hire cashiers, make more self-checkouts.
That accept more than one payment.
Right. Like in any given self-checkout, you have to like memorize which machines take cash and which machines take card and which machines take both. It's
I mean,
fucking ridiculous.
I'll usually just pay with my card, so I'll just go to any one of them. But like like if it's a long ass line, I'll go specifically just to the card only one. Um,
No, like literally, it's like for me. So you walk in, there's the self checkout, and yeah, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, another 3, 8, 10. Yeah. So, and you're kind of like looking around, and if you're so you're as you're like you're checking out, you walk in, the 3 on the front wall, the middle one is cash only, the end one is card only. On the far 2, they have both. On the back 3, the right one is card only. The other 2 are cash only. And then on the right side, those are also cash only. Card
he's got it
only.
memorized. He's
You
got it
have to
memorized.
because if you go to the wrong one,
You get fucked.
because if you go to the wrong one, then you got to tell the associate, and then they got to come over, and then you got to bring all your shit over to the fucking entry, and then you pay there, and then you can leave. It's a whole thing.
My favorite thing was so I don't normally so like if I'm getting like alcohol or stuff like that, I will normally like go somewhere like normal. But like if I'm getting like a case of
Right.
something because it's usually cheaper at Walmart, I'll get something there. And I'll go up to the self-checkout and the person that is there'll be like, yo, I need to see your ID. Okay, hands them the ID and then puts in their own birthday. I'm like, why? I'm like 2 feet taller than you, and you put your own birthday in. Why? It's, I'm telling you, that has happened before. Like I'm not complaining. I mean, it means nothing, but like I don't know why you just did that.
Yeah, I don't know why. Buying beer from Walmart, nah. I can go get it from somewhere else that they won't give me such a hassle.
You got your platinums from Walmart.
Well, that's you bought them.
Yes, and they were also probably like $5 cheaper than anywhere else, but
Probably.
they were. No, because I literally went to Tops and I went to Tops. It was like $28. I went to Walmart and it was like 22. I'm like, oh, there it is.
There it is.
Oh, I'm trying to. What was the other thing I had about Walmart? Oh,
If you have to get into those cases, why does it take 1,000 years for an associate to come over to you?
I'm telling you, because they're all fucking retarded.
Literally, I can be at a case. I can ask someone, hey, I need to get into this case. Got to buy a box of condoms. And they're like, all right. And I'm like, so you can open it? And they're like, yeah, I just need to call over someone. You call over someone, then that person doesn't have a key, so they need to call over the area of head, and then it opens, and all of a sudden 3 people know. I'm like, 3 people are in my business. And it's like, yo, I don't
Three
need that
people.
many people. And you know what else gets me? When they come over, I don't know if this is a new thing or if like the Walmart's closer to you do it, but the one in the falls, I went to go buy a box like a year and a half ago, whenever. They opened the case and then they asked me which box I needed. I was like, can't you just let me grab the box that I need?
Mm-hmm.
You had to grab it for me.
Did they check
But I
you
mean,
out
like,
too?
right. It's like, do you want to walk me to the checkout?
To the checkout. I
You
mean, those
you
those
trying to
are
come home and
self.
product test these? What's going on? Like,
You
get the
see now,
fuck out
those
of
are
my face.
those are self checkouts, so I don't think you can help me on this one.
Right.
Do you want to go home and test them out for me?
This weird operation going on. Right, like get the fuck out of my face.
No, that's the thing that I find funny is like, especially like if you're buying some, like I got a handful of like my Bluetooth speakers from Walmart, and like they're small and I use them for work
Mhm.
because like they're like $20 and I don't feel that bad if one of them breaks because like they're not $200 like two of my nice ones are, but um you get like the $20 and then he goes, I'm standing there, I'm looking around, there's nobody here. Like I'm pretty sure I am the only one in the fucking store. Like I'm looking around,
Yeah.
there's nobody. Like no
Hunter
no
accidentally fell into the Walmart back rooms for a little bit there.
like no like I'm looking around, I'm like trying to find someone to unlock the case to just be like, does anybody work here? Like I have to check all this shit out myself. Does anybody work here?
Does anyone?
No, and then the one comes over and he's like, sorry, I was with someone else. I'm like, who? I'd like to meet them. Like
Right. It's like the type of thing, it's like no one's in there. You go into Walmart, you have to stock the shelf with the thing that you want yourself so that you can take whatever you want.
right.
Really making them work for it.
No, like so I get there's more to this story, by the way.
Mm.
So he comes over after pulling the keys out of a locked drawer that only his badge can unlock, which I thought was fucking hysterical. Um, I'm like, imagine not being this guy.
Imagine not being this guy.
Like, imagine not being this guy and need these keys. uh, um, but no, he comes over, he goes, all right, which one you want? I'll get it for you. I'm like, that one. And then he grabbed the wrong one. And I'm standing there, I'm like, no, I want the one next to it. And he's like, are you sure? Like, I sure I'm the
I
one
didn't.
buying
It's
it.
like I just
Like,
fucking asked for it, didn't I?
it's like, are you sure? Is it? I'm the one buying it. Like, the fuck? But like, what? So I finally get it. I'm walking out and goes, you might need a code to buy that. I'm like, a what?
A code?
A code. Code. I'm like, what kind of code is this? He goes, oh, they'll give it to you. I'm like, they'll give it to me. Okay. Okay. So I go up to the self checkout. I got like 3 speakers. Each of them are like 10, $15 a piece. It's not like I'm like using them and throwing them away. Like I've got like 4 or 5 in my locker, and it's like once one of them succumbs to how humid the pool is, he's lowering himself. uh, when one of them succumbs to how humid the pool is, and when it destroys the electronics inside, I just pull out the next one. And there he goes again. No, but he goes, we'll get you a code. You might need a code to go check out. So I'm standing to check out, and I told the person, I'm like, I was told that I might need a code for this. So I'm not sure what that means, but I'm just gonna go check out, and it's like, all right, if you need something, I'm right here. I'm like, okay, cool. I go and check out, I just walk out the door.
The code is
The co
BS.
the code is money.
Money, 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 money.
No, so I literally pay for them. I got all 3 of them, and I got the receipt because like I said hello to the one receipt checker because this dude's fucking being stupid right now. And when I was walking in, so I thought that he was still there. I've got 3 speakers like just like this, just like, so I'm holding on to all of them. I got the receipt in my pocket. The dude's still standing there. Goes, you've been in here for a while. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Like, so you're tracking me? Okay.
All right.
He goes, how long have you been in here? I'm like, well,
right, struggling.
I'm like trying to hold on. I'm like, about 15 minutes. I've been in here for about 15 minutes. It's a long time for the amount of stuff I have, but there's nobody working apparently.
Right.
He goes, well, can I see your receipt? I'm like,
No, you
what?
cannot.
I'm like, I shoved it up my ass. Do you want to go get it? Or
I would have been like, unless you're gonna reach into my pocket and grab it, which you do not have permission to do, no, you cannot check my receipt.
I'm like, I shoved it up my ass. Would you like to go get it? And like,
Yeah, bend over, sir. Huh? Wait.
oh,
Right.
how weird is
Just the
how weird,
immediate panic.
how weird is it going to be when he finds the receipt just in my back pocket? He's got his whole hand up my ass, and I can't find it.
No, he like finds it in your pocket, looks at you, and he goes, "All right, thank you." You know what I mean? And then you look at him and go, "No, thank you."
You got to do the. Or no, just holding everything. Just
Oh, it's perfect.
oh man.
Oh, fuck you, Walmart. Get your shit together.
Oh, I got one more thing to complain about Walmart.
One more thing.
One more thing. I'm not sure what else you have, Robert, but I've got one more thing. Why does Walmart have auto parts?
Yeah, that's weird.
Especially the ones that don't have a fucking like garage on them.
Oh yeah. Even the
Now-
ones that do have a garage on them, like why isn't that part working? Why do you even have it?
No, so like I not that I would take my car to any of these places,
Right.
because like minimum wage wonders, and I'm pretty sure that my engine would somehow be on the floor.
Yeah. I came in to get my brakes done.
I came in for a spare tire. The fuck is that?
Right, the engine's just on the floor.
And the spare tire doesn't require my car to be up there.
Right.
Because at least like your tire is on the outside.
Yeah.
Mine is on the inside.
Mm.
So mine doesn't need to leave the ground. You just open the door, lift up the flap, and there it is. Why is
There
it?
it is.
Speaking of, there it is.
Hello, baby. Hello, hello. Hi. How you feeling? Yeah, me too a little.
Your emotions.
Well, that's a wrap on season 5. A whole year of absolute nonsense, which somehow most of you enjoyed. And with that, I remind you to wash your damn hands, and we will see you next year.
You ever notice how often people don't use an ashtray, but they use anything else for an ashtray except for an ashtray?
Rob, what are you using for an ashtray?
A McDonald's lid.
I love how you pose that question, and then the immediate throwback is, what are you using for an ashtray? McDonald's lid.
McDonald's lid. When I get drunk and try to dance, it resembles A. White people that think they're black, B. Twitching and convulsing, or C. Miley Cyrus.
A.
Yeah, mine's A. I like masturbating. A. All the time. B. Publicly. Or C. With power tools.
With power tools!
With power tools! Yes!
Overrated or underrated? Rolling dice for financial decisions.
Underrated.
Underrated? Okay. You ever do that, Rob?
No. But I
No?
should.
But you should. He's gonna have his meeting with his new apartment. With the person with the new apartment. Just be like, alright, so it's this much for this much for this, so it's like a grand total of this. Just in the background, just a D20. Just, fuck that one.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, can't do it. Gotta go.
Anyway, overrated or underrated? Store-made dessert.
Like,
That shit sucks. That's overrated. It's,
Overrated. You remember those like cookie cakes people would bring to fucking school? Like get
that were
out.
stale as fuck.
Overrated. Overrated, yeah.
Yeah.
That's shit. Yeah.
Or like cupcakes with like inedible frosting. Yeah. No. Make that shit.
You know what I
Make
really
that
want?
shit at your
I
house.
want some waffle cookies.
You know what? No, just
I'm gonna go buy a box tomorrow.
fuck the inedible frosting for the store. Make it inedible at your house.
Right?